racks, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail, cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
She back got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend a hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, hydrate. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do? Stop playing. If you won't do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Cause you ain't built like that.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
So basic. Well, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood, yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every wave. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. is they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First down, Cincinnati.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow on play action. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be second and goal.
7-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Now he's forced out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're permanent. 6 figures every year, yeah.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Gay now set to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Then they give this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And take it right at the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Bengals 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
It's a game.
A big play there for the Bengals. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
56.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Broncos 21, Bengals 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Burrow will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now Burrow on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 40-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now a timeout.
Joe Burrow.
7 seconds left in the first half.
7 yards. And it's third down. 3rd and 14.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 34 yards there at a first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Bengals.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Broncos.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was tackled at the
good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Score, Broncos 35.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
With the score, Broncos 35, Bengals 14.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Down at the 30.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 33. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd and 2.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
56 and up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
27-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Carrier brought down at the 23-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Hey, mama proud, got a thou on the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't you? Nights like this, I wish I